In Nigeria's bustling city of Lagos, children in the Makoko area swim and play in filthy water surrounded by garbage.
Over half of the world's population now resides in cities, yet not all of these urban landscapes mirror the bustling metropolises we're familiar with today. Beyond the towering skyscrapers and sprawling suburbs lies a world of cities that defy imagination, places that challenge our understanding of what a city can be. From futuristic designs to ancient marvels hidden in plain sight, I'll take you on a journey to explore cities so extraordinary that their existence feels almost impossible to believe. Makoko. On the edge of the Atlantic Ocean near Lagos lies a place unlike any other. A once tiny fishing village now absorbed into the sprawling metropolis, yet still existing as a distinct, unconventional world. Known as Makoko, this settlement is built on a foundation of compressed waste, with houses precariously perched on stilts above the water. Often called the Black Venice, it is one of the largest water slums on Earth, shaped by extreme poverty and neglect. The population is a mystery, with estimates ranging from hundreds of thousands to over 1 million. Officially, it's recorded at 250,000, though many suspect the number is underreported to downplay the crisis. Visitors are struck with one pressing question: how do people survive here? Makoko offers no land for farming, no trees for firewood, and limited access to clean water. Life is brutally hard. Families are large, with one man often having multiple wives and each woman raising 5 to 7 children. Despite Nigeria's wealth in natural resources, most benefits are exported, leaving locals impoverished. This imbalance fuels Lagos's rapid growth, making it one of the fastest-growing megacities globally, with massive slums like Makoko swelling alongside it. Healthcare is nearly non-existent, sanitation is dreadful, and diseases like malaria, typhoid, and HIV claim countless lives. Few residents live past 60. The polluted coastal waters, once abundant with fish, are no longer viable for fishing, forcing residents to sail further out in search of their catch. Many earn a living by commuting to Lagos or engaging in small-scale trade within the slum. Makoko's streets are waterways navigated by wooden boats used for transport, fishing, and even commerce. Floating schools, built on barrels, provide education to some children, though storms often destroy these makeshift structures, leaving students without schooling for years. Drinking water is bought from vendors, as the government provides no free supply. Meanwhile, all waste flows directly into the ocean, the same water where children play. Despite these grim conditions, life persists. Some homes have electricity, with TVs and gaming consoles. Barbershops and cafes offer small comforts, while crime rates remain surprisingly low compared to the rest of Lagos. The government has attempted to demolish Makoko, citing environmental concerns, but backlash from residents, offered no alternative housing, has stalled these efforts. Severe unemployment means children work from a young age, and many dream of leaving for Europe, where even the lowest-paying jobs promise a better future. Makoko is a paradox, a place of unimaginable hardship yet undeniable resilience. Against a backdrop of Lagos's modern skyline and the vast 10-kilometer bridge, it stands as a surreal testament to human endurance. Pedy. This remarkable city, located in Iraqi Kurdistan, looks almost surreal, as if created in Photoshop, but it is entirely real. Perched atop a flat mountain at an altitude of 1,400 meters, Pedy offers breathtaking views of the surrounding valley. Living on the edge of a cliff might seem daunting, but the scenery makes it unforgettable. Pedy's origins date back to the 3rd millennium BCE, and its unique geography has kept it virtually unchanged in size since ancient times. Spanning just 1 kilometer in length and 500 meters in width, the city has no room to grow. Buildings cannot extend into the void, leaving Pedy as compact as it was thousands of years ago. For centuries, access to this natural fortress was limited to a steep, narrow staircase carved into the rock. Today, a proper road connects Pedy to the outside world, but its historical design as an impregnable stronghold remains evident. This strategic importance made it highly sought after by various civilizations throughout history. Pedy is notable for its harmonious coexistence of Muslims and Christians among its population, which ranges between 8,000 and 11,000 people. Despite its small size, the city provides all the essentials for modern life: shops, restaurants, police services, and more. However, the lack of space for new construction often forces locals to seek homes elsewhere. The economy of Amadiya revolves primarily around agriculture and a growing interest in tourism. Efforts are underway to have Amadiya recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which would attract more visitors and preserve its rich history. This ancient city, frozen in time atop its majestic mountain perch, continues to captivate all who encounter it. La Rinconada. La Rinconada, a place so surreal it feels straight out of a dystopian movie. Perched high in the Peruvian Andes on an extinct volcano, La Rinconada is the world's highest altitude city, sitting over 5,000 meters above sea level, comparable to the summit of Mount Elbrus. Life here is a constant battle against oxygen deprivation, as the thin atmosphere makes even daily activities exhausting and significantly reduces life expectancy. But oxygen is far from the only challenge. The climate is unforgiving, with cold, dry winters and rainy summers. The average annual temperature hovers around just 1 degree Celsius. Despite these harsh conditions, the city's population has grown from 30,000 in 2009 to much higher numbers today. What draws so many to this inhospitable place? The answer is simple: gold. La Rinconada is a mining town rich in gold deposits, and the promise of money has created a modern-day gold rush. Workers can earn up to $200 per month, a decent wage for the region, by enduring grueling conditions. However, the lack of government oversight has turned mining into a chaotic and dangerous endeavor. The city has no formal administration, and mining companies operate informally without safety regulations. Accidents are frequent, and outdated methods of gold extraction using mercury have poisoned the air, water, and land, leading to widespread health issues. Living conditions are equally dire. The city is a maze of squalid shacks covered with metal sheets scattered across steep slopes. Garbage piles up everywhere, and a foul odor permeates the air due to a poorly developed sewer system. Most buildings lack heating, but electricity and even internet access are available in some areas. Crime is rampant, with short-term police rotations doing little to curb violence. Prostitution and heavy drinking dominate nightlife, contributing to the spread of sexually transmitted diseases, including HIV. Mining accidents and crime claim many lives annually, with mercury poisoning and altitude-related illnesses causing chronic health problems such as kidney failure, blood clots, and nervous system disorders. The average life expectancy here is just 50 years, 20 years below Peru's national average. Adding to the despair is the exploitative labor system. Many miners work for free for an entire month, after which they are allowed to take home as much ore as they can carry. Whether the ore contains gold is a gamble, and even if it does, local buyers often offer unfairly low prices. Meanwhile, women and children sift through processed ore for overlooked gold, with children sometimes working under dangerous conditions. Despite the city's production of around 10 tons of gold annually, much of it disappears into the black market, making official figures unreliable. Mining companies, which effectively rule the city, show little interest in improving working conditions or urban infrastructure, while the government largely ignores the lawlessness. La Rinconada is often called hell on earth, and it's easy to see why. Yet for many, it represents their only chance to earn a living, however small or precarious. Even in the face of such hopelessness, people continue to flock to this harsh and chaotic city, driven by the elusive dream of striking gold. Yanjin. Aerial photos of this unique city recently went viral, with many people mistaking them for CGI. It's easy to question why anyone would choose to live in such a confined space, especially in a country as vast as China. But Yanjin offers an atmosphere that feels straight out of a fantasy novel, making it a truly one-of-a-kind place to live. Nestled between steep mountains in China's Yunnan province, Yanjin has no room to expand sideways. At its narrowest, the city is just 30 meters wide, and even at its widest, it spans only about 300 meters. To make the most of the limited space, many apartment buildings are constructed directly on the riverbanks, standing tall on thin stilts to protect them from flooding. Approximately 40,000 people call Yanjin home. Despite its unusual geography, The city boasts well-developed infrastructure, including roads and a 2-kilometer-long tunnel carved through the mountains. Tourism is a growing part of the local economy, with visitors drawn to the surreal, picturesque views. While Yanjin wasn't a popular destination in the past, the rise of online promotion has helped put it on the map. Interestingly, the city has relatively few bridges, which is surprising given its location straddling a river. The climate here is mild year-round, with warm temperatures, no harsh winters, and frequent rainfall. This makes it ideal for growing rice, which is a common livelihood for locals. Others work in the railway or tourism industries. However, Yanjin's charm comes with challenges. The city isn't wealthy, partly due to its remote location, which makes it difficult to attract new residents. Flooding is a persistent threat. During severe floods, the river can rise high enough to engulf the lower floors of buildings, and the stilts designed to protect them sometimes fail, even collapsing under the pressure. Sadly, these floods have claimed lives. Despite these dangers, the people of Yanjin remain deeply rooted in their home. Many families have lived here for generations, and they value the unique character of their city. For them, life in Yanjin may not be the most convenient, but it offers an irreplaceable sense of belonging. With breathtaking views and a rich history, Yanjin stands as a testament to human resilience and adaptation. Let's hope this remarkable city continues to thrive and isn't forgotten over time. Chongqing. Chongqing, a city often referred to as the largest metropolis in the world that nobody's heard of. Surprisingly unknown outside of China despite its massive scale, Chongqing is a place that blends futuristic vibes with rapid urban expansion. If you've seen videos of a train passing through a residential building, chances are you've caught a glimpse of this remarkable city. Spanning an area roughly the size of Austria, Chongqing is expanding at a breathtaking pace. Construction is everywhere, with old neighborhoods disappearing seemingly overnight to make way for gleaming new structures. The city's multi-level roads, countless skyscrapers, and sprawling infrastructure give it a cyberpunk aesthetic, as if it were plucked straight from a sci-fi blockbuster. One of Chongqing's most iconic features is the confluence of two rivers, where waters of different colors meet and merge in a striking visual contrast. Spanning these rivers are numerous monumental bridges, including the world's longest arch bridge. While such a bridge might be a major landmark in other cities, in Chongqing, it's just another part of the skyline. The city's transportation system is equally mind-blowing. The Chongqing Metro, with over 200 stations, is one of the largest in the world. One station, located between the 6th and 8th floors of a residential building, allows monorail trains to pass right through the structure. Thanks to noise-reducing materials, residents remain unbothered by the trains. This ingenious solution arose from the city's densely populated terrain, where space is a precious commodity. Chongqing's innovation doesn't stop there. Its parking garages are a testament to modern design, often resembling something out of a futuristic movie. Automated parking towers, like one built in 2019 that holds 397 cars, let drivers park in under a minute by simply scanning a QR code. The road network, despite its mind-boggling complexity, with over 20 overpasses stacked across 5 levels, is surprisingly intuitive, ensuring drivers rarely stay lost for long. Chongqing's population is equally staggering. The 2009 census recorded over 32 million residents, but current estimates suggest it's closer to 40 million, more than the entire population of Canada. The city is a hive of activity, constantly buzzing with life, energy, and progress. In many ways, Chongqing feels like a glimpse into the future, a metropolis where ambition meets innovation on an almost unimaginable scale. Yet, amidst all the chaos and construction, it's a place that has become a symbol of modern urban marvels in China. Colma, California. Nestled near San Francisco, Colma is a town like no other, with an astonishing 73% of its land dedicated to cemeteries. For every 1,000 deceased individuals, there is just one living resident, making its nickname, the City of the Dead, eerily fitting. With over 1.5 million people buried here, gravestones dominate the landscape in every direction. Colma's origins as a burial haven date back over a century. As space in San Francisco cemeteries became scarce and burial costs skyrocketed, The city eventually banned burials altogether. Around 150,000 bodies were exhumed and relocated to Colma, a trend that has continued ever since. This history has earned Colma another nickname, the City of Silence. Today, Colma is home to about 1,500 living residents, surrounded by over 1.5 million souls laid to rest. Its tranquil atmosphere makes it a sought-after location for film projects and visitors intrigued by its serene and unique vibe. Coober Pedy. In the heart of the Australian desert lies Coober Pedy, a truly unique town known as the opal capital of the world. This is because a staggering 30% of the world's opal deposits are found here, and 97% of all opal mining happens in this region. But the most fascinating aspect of Coober Pedy is that its entire infrastructure is built underground. The town's residents dug into the desert's earth to create homes, businesses, schools, churches, and even an underground cemetery to escape the extreme heat, which can reach up to 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Before air conditioning, cooling a house was nearly impossible, so building underground became the solution. These subterranean homes are essentially large caves with living rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, and multiple bedrooms, all carved into the rock. They maintain a natural, consistent temperature of around 23 degrees Celsius, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, offering a cool retreat from the blistering desert heat. These homes are equipped with all modern comforts, including plumbing, electricity, running water, and even internet access. Some residences even feature underground swimming pools. However, the lack of windows is a downside, though homes built into slopes can enjoy natural light. The town's name, Coober Pedy, comes from the Aboriginal term Cooper Pedy, meaning white man's hole, which reflects its history of mining. Coober Pedy's remote location and unique landscape make it a popular filming location for movies like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Pitch Black. The desert also brings spectacular sandstorms, adding to the town's post-apocalyptic appearance. Interestingly, some believe that the future colonization of Mars could follow a similar model to Coober Pedy's underground living, where residents would live in cool, protected environments below the surface. With a small population of just a couple thousand people, Coober Pedy's economy relies heavily on opal mining and tourism. The desert sun makes electricity incredibly cheap here, thanks to solar panels. And with such valuable opal deposits, buying land here could potentially lead to striking it rich. One example being the accidental discovery of opals worth $360,000 during a hotel construction project. Today, while some above-ground buildings have started to appear thanks to air conditioning, most residents still spend their time underground, enjoying a lifestyle that's both practical and unique. Setenil de las Bodegas, Spain. Setenil de las Bodegas, nestled in the Andalusian region of southern Spain, is one of the world's most remarkable towns. Its defining feature is the unique architecture, where many homes are built directly into towering basalt rock formations. These natural cliffs serve as both the roofs and walls of the houses, creating a striking harmony between the town and its rugged surroundings. The overhanging rocks offer shade, making Setenil a cool refuge from the intense Andalusian heat. The town's whitewashed homes, with their deep-set windows, are partially hidden beneath large rock outcrops. Some homes seem carved directly into the mountainside, while others rest in the crevices between the rocks. As visitors walk through Setenil's narrow, winding streets, it feels like stepping into a time capsule where nature and human creativity blend seamlessly. The name Setenil de las Bodegas, meaning Setenil of the wine cellars, alludes to the town's history of using caves and rock structures for wine storage. Once a key wine-producing region, many of these caves have since been transformed into homes, shops, and restaurants. Setenil is rich in medieval charm, with cobblestone streets that wind past colourful homes and led to stunning views of the surrounding hills. The 12th century castle of Setenil, perched above the town, offers panoramic vistas. The town's otherworldly feel, reminiscent of a fantasy world, draws adventurers and travellers seeking a magical escape. With its unique blend of nature, history, and architecture, Setenil de las Bodegas remains a hidden gem in the Andalusian hills. Whittier, Alaska, a town under one roof. Whittier, Alaska, is one of the most unusual towns in the world, where almost everyone lives in a single building. This building is a self-contained complex, housing apartments, a supermarket, a hospital, a police station, a church, a post office, and all other essentials. In Whittier, you practically never have to leave the building, and you probably wouldn't want to, considering the harsh climate in the winter. The town gets buried under meters of snow, with winds often reaching 100 kilometers per hour, and the sun doesn't appear from November to February. Despite these extreme conditions, Whittier enjoys a very low crime rate. This is because the entire town knows each other, and with only one way in or out, everyone is connected. The isolation fosters strong friendships among neighbors, and when problems arise, help from the mainland may take time to arrive. For example, it's common for students to do their homework in their teacher's apartment, further blurring the line between work, school, and home. With a population of just over 200, Whittier is officially a town, though it has faced challenges. The government has been criticized for neglecting the town, especially for failing to repair buildings damaged by an earthquake. Despite these difficulties, investments have begun to flow back into Whittier, and the town's main employer is the port, which welcomes cruise ships full of tourists. These visitors come to experience the unique nature of the town. Surrounded by stunning Alaskan landscapes, Whittier is a testament to human adaptability, proving that even in the harshest conditions, people can build tight-knit communities and thrive. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy the video, please let us know by clicking the like button, do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.